Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So I want to talk about, I get a lot of comments in my comment section about being unbiased. Let me help you guys understand what the term bias mean. Well, I don't even want to talk about that shit. I don't even want to get into semantics. Let's talk about ownership. When you own something, you have the right to do what you want to do, right? If you don't pay homeowners associations, nothing needs to be uniform, all right? And I own my YouTube channel. I can say what the fuck I want to say, root who the fuck I want to root for, be biased, be unbiased. That is my right. All right, people say, "Oh, you're biased for the black fighter," and okay, you know that before you click play. All right, I'm not even. You have the when you own. That's a special thing about owning something. This is why I love YouTube. You know, I wish they paid us more. You know, they take a good percentage, but outside of that, they allow me to speak to people I would never ever meet. And this is just my opinion. You know, I report facts, obviously, but it's my perspective on the facts, right? And I'll get back to when you own something. That's the beauty of owning something. I want you guys to cut your local news on today. We are submerged in a violent society. I want you to count the stories, how many people got hurt, killed, something happened bad to them versus the good Samaritan stories on your local news. Don't worry about the national news. Worry about your local news, all right? What'll be 8-1. The stories will be 8-1, 7-1, easy, 9-1. You understand what I'm saying? So they have the right to pick their stories and spit them out, right? Just as I have the right. Don't you? Do you think CNN is unbiased? Do you think Fox is unbiased? There's no such thing as being non-biased, unbiased. We are flawed humans. We instinctively have, let's find the right word. We are instinctively slanted by our life experiences. All right. I am a black male. I only can see life through a black male's perspective. All right. I only can see it through the people I've encountered. I don't know what it's like living in Idaho. I don't know what they have. I've only lived in metropolitan USA as a black man. So I only can see boxing, and I've been on both sides of the velvet rope. I've been in the locker rooms, and I've bought tickets and sat in the stands. You know, so I've seen it from both perspectives. I've been in terms of demographics, in terms of being educated. I've been on both sides, and people. I mean, and I go through life mostly under the assumption that I have nothing. You know, so people perceive me different. People will perceive me as a black man before they will perceive me as an educated black man. All right. And how I spit out my information is how I perceive it. People get mad, oh, you're racist, oh, you're black. If I'm telling the truth about my experiences, how can I be racist? Doesn't make sense, right? I don't believe it makes sense if I'm just telling you the truth, my perspective, my vernacular. So, I mean, I would I prefer? I mean, obviously, I root for the black man. Obviously, you root for the Mexican. Obviously, you root for the rich person. You root for the poor person, the most educated person. Stop act. I hate when people act like they're above the fray. No one is above this. No one goes through life unscathed. Y'all need to cut this shit out. You know what I mean? And I know people just get on just to troll, and that's cool too. I don't get mad at the comments, but I just want to let this be known from this point forth, and use this as your Bible, as use this video as your reference point. I'm not angry, I'm not upset, or nothing. I just want to tell you guys, this is a biased channel. Live with it, die with it, breathe it. All right? I am biased. For whatever I am rooting for, I am biased. I don't know what it's going to be. Right? That's it. Stop acting like there's no. I don't. And I hope other channels just say, if you're biased, you're biased. There's no such thing as being non-biased. All right? Stop it. Your life experiences slants your perspective. If you've been rich your whole life and white your whole life, you have a different perspective. If you've been poor your whole life, you have a different perspective. If you've been black your whole life, you have a different perspective. If you've had two parents, you have a different perspective. If you was raised by your mother, you see life different. If you were raised by your father, you see life different. If you never was an athlete, you can never understand what it takes to be great. That's why I respect greatness when it comes to sports. You know, I flatlined when I got to college. I didn't get a chance to become a professional athlete. You know, and I understand. I know what a great athlete looks like. You know, I went from a great athlete to a good athlete to weekend warrior. So that's, I mean, you know what I mean? High school, I was a great athlete. You know, so and I respect the process and the journey, and I'm realistic. All right. That's the one thing outside of everything, outside of all my tangible accomplishments, my all the books I read and all the conversations I have with quote unquote great people that we know in society. One of the more important attributes I have is that I am pragmatic. If you are pragmatic, you get life. That is a key component to success in life, is being pragmatic. I'm going to be biased. This channel, it will be biased. So you don't have to leave comments like you're biased, you're unbiased. My life experiences make me biased. If I've been black my whole life, and my neighbors has been black and Mexicans my whole life, guess what? I have an idea of what that experience is like. If I've had a white experience, I ran for public office when the voting electorate was over 80% white. All right? So you guys don't have to tell me shit about racism. Don't have to tell me anything about. I used to knock on doors, and they used to ask me, "Am I cutting their lawn?" Cutting their lawn. I used to knock on doors, and they would look through their blinds and not answer the door. I used to knock on the door and be well received. So it's different perspective. You know what I mean? So the color of your skin is I don't know where it ranks, but it's definitely top 5 in attributes you can possess in this world. People say they don't see color. That's the first thing I see when I see you is color. With that bullshit, I don't see color. Nigga, please, cut that shit. Man, that is the biggest frock of. Oh, you want me to tell you the truth? Oh, that means you've been lying before? All these social normacies that we need to debunk, man, that's bullshit. So, at the end of the day, I just want this to be clear, man. You will never click on a YouTube channel and it not be biased. All right? That's just the reality of it. They're biased on something. I protect my friends, right? You won't see me making videos about people who support me, negative videos. I'd rather call them. I have no problem calling people because people know, like, I don't have friends for like days anymore. If you're my friend at 40, you're going to be my friend forever. All right? And we're going to go through, we're going to spat. If I have a problem with you, I'm going to call you. I don't have to get violent with my friends. At 40, they know my purpose. They know how I view life. At 40, I'm unwavering in terms of my foundation. And that's the way you should be. Be unwavering on your purpose. Don't let social normalcies and mediocrity condemn your thoughts and your actions. You have to be biased to be great. You have to believe in your purpose. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and the reason why I use them as an example, I'm black. Yes, because I studied them more than I've studied John F. Kennedy, that rapist George Washington. I don't study that shit. I mean, John F. Kennedy, I'm talking about George Washington. I I will never read anything on George Washington as it relates to positivity. And as a matter of fact, when my son gets a George Washington lesson, I am taking him out of class. He is not listening to that bullshit. So it I want us to be truth seekers. At the end of the day, we need to be truth seekers. All right? And stay aligned with your purpose, guys. You know, I want all y'all to be great. I don't, because I've been, and you want me to be pragmatic, I've been through every social economic phase. You know, I've been up, I've been down, I've been up, I've been down, I've been up, I've been down. It doesn't, I've seen it all. I'm not telling you guys to be racist, but call a spade a spade. If you black, you black. If you Mexican, you Mexican. And since this is a boxing champ, if you Mexican and you root for the Mexican, it's okay. Why are you in denial? You know, that video I did that I'm rooting for the black, I'm rooting for the black fighter. I got phone calls, you know, because I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, but in terms of boxing, they're like, damn, you literally just said it. Why not? Let people know your truth. Don't be afraid to tell people who you are. More importantly, show them who you are. When I walk into the media room, they know I am unwavering. I'm not the most popular guy, right? And I don't choose to, if I become the most popular guy, it's because I stayed true to my purpose. It's not because I sought out to be the most popular guy. If I want to be popular, I can show you, if you've hung out with me, you know I can do some things that can make you believe that I am the most perfect guy. The media guys know. My friends in boxing know. It's not about that. I just want to inspire and encourage greatness out of all you guys at the end of the day. Do I have a perspective? Absolutely. Am I biased? Absolutely. Do I believe in certain things? Absolutely. I can only see life through the eyes of a black man. All right? That is it. All right? I'm not asking you guys to unsubscribe. I want you guys to subscribe because I don't ever want to ask you guys to unsubscribe, even my haters, even my racist haters, because Rome wasn't built in a day. People say how you build a wall. No, you don't put up, no, you build it one brick at a time. So if you come back and listen, right? Come back and leave a negative comment, 4 years from now, you're going to be like, you may still disagree, but you may understand my perspective. I don't know what the racism is like in Idaho. And Idaho is a synonym for every part of the rest of the world, every ethnicity. I'm not using it in terms of actual Idaho. All right, so let's be fair. It's okay to be biased. It's okay. You guys act like it's a sin to be biased. Your mother is biased. If a house is on fire, she's going to save you before she saved the second kid. She's biased. All right? When you go to, if you guys have the opportunity to go to other countries, right? You're going to go to the store that speaks English. Trust me. I've been to, I don't even know how many countries I've been to now. I don't know. I've been to a few passports. All right. So let's just leave it at that. At least 2 passports. All right. So it's so refreshing when you're in another country and you hear English. Why? Because you're biased. Right? And then you cut on the BBC when you're in other countries. You're like, damn. I thought America was beautiful. And then you see the other side of the coin and you realize America's not as beautiful as they portray it is in America. Because you see the other end of the deal. You see the other end of the NAFTA deals. You see the other end of the deals they make with Mexico and England and Japan and China. You don't see their perspective. You don't see how it affects their country. You only see, well, America's going to benefit from this deal because we're going to be able to import such and such at a lower rate, right? You don't see when we take these industries that's been in this country since Reconstruction, since the revolution, since the Industrial Revolution, how we flip-flop these countries, right? All for greed. Because the poverty line hasn't changed in America since World War One. There's been more people, and the percentages, give or take a few, has remained the same. All right. Someone has to be poor in a capitalist society. And people always get mad at communism, right? Look at every 9 out of 10 households in America has to have communism in it. And I know you guys are gonna go crazy. Oh, what the fuck you talking about? Everyone is equal in your household, right? To a certain degree, right? When your brother and sister eat, what do y'all do? Cut the sandwich in the middle, right? Or the bigger one may get a little bit more because they're bigger and stomach size is different, but it's comparable, right? Everyone is equal. No one's different, right? We're all equal. We're all the same. That's the premise of communism. We're all equal. We're not all equal, guys. All right? And I just wanted to share this with you guys because we need to accept who we are. All right? I'm going to be biased. I have friends in boxing that I will forever protect. And you guys know, if you guys follow me, I love the Watsons. I'm never going to say anything bad about the Watsons. I'd rather do that in a phone call. You get what I'm saying? If I have a problem, I'll call them. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You guys act like you guys wouldn't protect other entities in your life, right? How many criminals have you protected, small or big? Stolen a pencil to robbing a bank, right? We all been. I'm not going to incriminate myself, but we've all been there. Y'all better stop chasing the tail and going in circles. All right? Walk forward. Even if you got to walk by faith sometimes, walk forward. The worst thing that can happen to you when you bump into a wall is a broken nose. All right? Don't worry about it. Walk forward. Good things going to happen in the long run. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. I'm not angry. I talk to people on other channels. They get mad sometimes at the racist comments. I don't get mad. The last time I've been mad, someone called me a nigga. I think I was 17. I think I told you guys I was a freshman in college. That's the last time I've really been really, really angry. You know what I mean? And I may be desensitized because I grew up in New York, the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans. I lived in LA, and I've played sports my entire life. I've heard nigger even in college. You hear the word nigger on the football field, on the basketball court, on the track. You hear it all. So I'm not saying I approve of it. Don't mistake me for that, but I don't have the 100% knee-jerk reaction. I have a reaction now, but it's not like to the point where I get angry. You know what I mean? But I mean, it bothers me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not. But getting back to you guys' comments, talk your shit. I want you to come back. I genuinely want you to come back because your egg is gonna crack eventually, and you're gonna understand. You're gonna see it. You're gonna be able to understand my perspective. You don't really have to believe it, just understand it. So, anyways, man, I appreciate you guys. I'm not sure what the score is in the Clippers and the Knicks game. It's probably a blowout. My Knicks suck. We need to lose so we can get a good draft pick. But it's weird how, like, change the subject, how you go so high on the weekend between the fights and March Madness. You get the Monday and it's like, ain't shit popping. But anyways, man, barbershop conversations, guys. I just want you guys to be honest with yourself. You are biased. All right? Your perspectives are slanted. All right? Don't believe that CNN shit, unbiased truth, whatever their advertisement is. Anderson Cooper is gay. You think he understands what's life like as a straight black male in America? You think he can fully understand that? You don't think he can fully understand what's it like to be a straight male, period? The perspective that a straight male has? How how a gay man rubs us the wrong way? Because when we see those, when we see a woman, a man with those tendencies, it bothers us because we expect a woman to have those tendencies. We're not homophobic. Don't believe that shit in homophobia. No straight man is homophobic, man. It's just not cool. As I tell you guys, I don't. Do you want to hang around a rapist? Do you want to hang around a murderer? Why the fuck would I want to hang around a gay man? Same thing. Don't want to hang around them. I'm not saying being gay is a crime. I'm just saying we have choices in who we want to hang out with. And I know people in the comment section are going to take my words out of perspective. No, please don't. We all have people in our inner or outer circles that are gay and reality. And I will gladly have a conversation with all my gay dudes. Listen, that's cool. Do your shit. But I'm as straight as they get. All right. And I have a straight man's perspective. Show me the money. Show me the sports. Show me the pussy. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. That's our perspective. We don't dibble dabble and for the sake of this conversation, I'm gonna call it homophobic tendencies and gay tendencies. And nah, man, I don't even allow people to call me homophobic. No, I'm not homophobic. I laugh about it with my friends, but it's not being homophobic. I just choose not to be around it. I'll shake a gay man's hand. You know what I mean? And the funniest shit ever, I know I turned this shit into 2 different videos, but I remember I we had a conversation. We were in the gym, like the weight room gym. And we have like, I mean, not we, but there's a lot of gay guys in the gym, and they're pretty flamboyant and open about their gayness. And it was a gay dude getting water in front of us, right? And I was behind him. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to just go and leave. And then he noticed that I didn't want to drink out of the water fountain after him, right? And he walked up to me and he walked up to me and he said, I know why you didn't want, I'm just paraphrasing what he said. He says, it was the funniest shit ever. And we laughed our ass off. He says, your bitch sucked dick too. I know it's kind of awkward. The visual is awkward as shit, but sometimes you need that raw truth to break the ice and just have dialogue, right? And we literally had a conversation. I says, I'm not homophobic or gay, but I just don't, it just don't move me in that way. But anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, guys, feel free to hit the subscribe button. All my gay subscribers, keep on coming back. All my straight subscribers, keep on coming back. Let's have dialogue. And actually, I want to have a real conversation. You guys gonna see it in my next film. Hopefully, it'll be out this time next year. But I would love to have if I have any gay subscribers, I want to have real dialogue with the gay person about just real life shit, because I always had the question, how can a gay person be a Christian? Anyways, Barbershop Conversation, man. Hit the subscribe button. I'm gone. Peace.